This is some shit, Hey yo. This some shit for real, man. That's how you feel today?
Yes.
Alright, well, welcome back to another episode of the Cloudy Kickback. And today's special guest is the CEO of New Vision Health and Wellness, a licensed social worker, and a master's of education. Also, clinical counseling CEO. Like, dang, Miss Erica Campbell, she got the sauce. Dang, I had to run that down, I almost ran out of breath. So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good today. Today is a good day. Today we officially went live on the client, so I'm nervous. It's an indescribable feeling for real.
Dang, so I'm saying.
This for a long time.
I know y'all been working. I'm saying, so is your lines like blowing up? Is everybody trying to book appointments left and right?
Yes, it's been kind of hectic and busy because we're also like going through the process of accreditation, which is a lot of work and time consuming within itself. But yes, like because we already had a client base, like me and my partner Quinta.
Shout out to Quinta.
Yeah, shout out to Quinta. She like we have good reputations with our clients and stuff, so it's kind of like they heard about it and was like, "Ooh, we gotta get in." So yeah, it's been a good stress, like good anxiety is what I'm having, but
some good anxiety, huh? That sounds good. So New Vision Health and Wellness. Tell us about it and how did it come about?
So I actually started last year by myself. So let's say last January, it was called New Vision Counseling Services.
Okay.
So it was just me by myself, and I was just going to have like therapists, get accredited, get case managers, stuff like that. So that's how it started out. I was working real hard on it. I had a consultant, and she was getting stuff done for me. And then in June, my baby father passed away.
Oh no.
So when he passed away, that kind of like devastated, shook my world up real bad. So I shut down, and I didn't want to do anything. I was real depressed.
Yes.
It was just like, it was just a lot going on through that process. And so,
quick question: will someone who provides the healthcare, you want for someone to go through something so devastating? How did you bounce back from that?
I haven't.
You haven't.
It's just kind of for me, grief is like one of the things that to me is one of the worst experiences because you would think that you over it and you're okay with it, and then something would trigger it.
Yes. Okay.
Like it could be a song, it could be just something somebody say, it could be a place, like it triggers it, and then you like reliving that feeling of not having that person around. And I mean, it's not us, and I also am grieving for my children too because like he was a great man, great father. I'm gonna cry.
No, okay.
But anyway, so it's just a hard transition. Like just watch my kids grow up, and he can't be there for certain things. Now they get to the age where they kind of need. I don't know nothing about being a man. Or what boys go through and changes and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of hard, but I'm working through it. I'm more so. I feel like I haven't grieved it. Because I'm more so worried about my children. So I'm just kind of like, I'll be more concerned about them and just their well-being.
Well, how old are your boys?
9 and one will be 12 on Friday.
Okay. Big Friday. Well, so no, okay, 9 and 12, yes, that's definitely a transition stage right there.
And like he always been there. So it's been real rough, but I mean, we don't have no choice but to like.
But you handling business.
Yeah.
You standing on business.
Yeah.
Looking at your resume, I'm like, damn, this girl know how to put some work in.
I work. None of us work.
So that's good. I mean, you got something to definitely keep your mind off of, the sorrows of life.
Yeah. And so when that happened, I kind of shut down. New Vision wasn't even a thing. And then I got a phone call.
Okay.
This is how I feel like God works. So I got a phone call, and in the midst of me going through the depression, in the midst of me, like I wasn't really working, I was in my bed all the time, like in the midst of me doing that, I got a phone call from my consultant, like, "Hey, Eric, what you doing?"
Okay. Like, what's up?
Like, what's up? And she was like, "You contracted with all the insurances, like, why you not billing
the people?
Why you not billing people up under New Vision?" I didn't know that though. And I just feel like it's always God's timing though, because I never knew that prior to her calling me.
Okay.
I kind of just fell off the bandwagon.
I mean, look, you was doing something, traumatic.
Yeah, I was discouraged. I didn't have the confidence, nothing. So I said, all right, but I'm still in my mind frame of the depression and the grief and everything. So I was like, all right, I'll get back to you. I'm going through a lot, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
A week later, Quincy called me.
Wow.
That's how
So randomly?
Random. I had talked to Quincy reached out to me when Mario first passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Just sending her condolences, but me and her hasn't talked or anything.
Yep.
And she just called me like, Erica, what are we doing? Like that's literally what she said. I said, what you mean? She said, when are we starting our own?
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's crazy because the consultant just called and said this. I said, all right. So that kind of like put fire up under me.
Yes.
But we had to start the whole process over because we changed the name because now that Quincy's aboard, she's provided psych services. So it couldn't just be New Vision Counseling. So that's how we came up with New Vision Health and Wellness, and we've been working ever since.
I mean, you shout out to Quinta. I mean, I love Quinta. That's how I think we met.
Yeah.
So I think that you guys are a great duo. I mean.
Yeah, we worked good together in the past. So it's she, she's very encouraging. She knows her job. Her clients love her. So it's kind of like it just worked well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more so like I like to do therapy, but I'm more so like to build like quality programs and services for clients. I'm behind the scenes, like really building a program and really establishing the structure, the policies and procedures, really building.
That's kind of overwhelming, ain't it? Like administration, tapped in to the next level.
Yeah. But I did it before at the agency I worked at prior to, so it's kind of like, and I'm very grateful for the experience and all the stuff I learned through that agency, because it kind of like grew me as a professional. So I'm really behind the scenes building all the programming and stuff, and Quincy seeing clients and serving them. So it's a great duo. And then we also have Janelle. She's our clinical director.
Okay.
So she's the one that's going to be over the whole clinical process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do the day-to-day, make sure everything rock.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's the licensed social worker supervisor who she's going to be over all the therapists and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
It's a blessing. It's a lot of work.
Stressful.
Because I want it to be right.
So how do you deal with stress? Yeah, right? Would you work more, huh?
You just go all the time. I don't know. I just keep going. It's like I remember a friend telling me, one of my closest friends told me, like, Erica, like, you thrive in chaos.
Okay.
And I know it sounds crazy, but it's like she said, when it's quiet, it ain't right for you. Gotta go find something to do. Like when everything is settled, like you don't know how to not.
It's a certain level of beauty in chaos. So I agree with that.
New Vision came out of chaos.
Yeah, okay, agreed.
So it's kind of like one of them things to where, I just do it. And I just know I have to do it. I know the goal that I have. I know what I want it to look like. I know the vision that I have. And I'm going to execute it no matter what. As long as God give me breath, I'm going to really execute.
Put your best foot forward, huh? Mm-hmm. So how long you been practicing?
So I started in 2017. Mm-hmm. And I graduated with my bachelor's from Cleveland State. So
dang.
Since 2017.
So I mean, that's have you always been studious? Like for someone who didn't go to college, I mean, damn, I look at it as a daunting task, and you doubled up,
Yeah, I mean, it was hard. College was definitely hard because it's like one of them things to where I had 2 children at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And and me and my children's father was together, the one that passed away, and he was an amazing support. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't have to worry about the kids or nothing. I just went to school, went to work,
That's hard.
So that kind of helps out a lot. It was a good team and duo with that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, school was cool, but I kind of fell in mental health. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. Okay,
that was my next question. How long did you know, when did you discover that you liked helping people?
What happened? I don't know. So like my first major in school was communications. I wanted to be a news broadcaster.
Okay, no shit. You got the face for it.
So I wanted to do that, but I just it just didn't work out. Like, my first year of college, I was partying, I got kicked out of school.
Dang, Cleveland State?
Yeah.
You was kicking out and kicking wood? Dang, okay.
I feel like this is why my clients love me so much. I be like, hey, I'm not perfect. Like, so I got kicked out, and so I ended up wound up being pregnant with my son, and I was doing hair at that time. And I said, no, like I need something more concrete. So I went to Tri-C, got my associates, and then...
That's good work for you to go to Tri-C and get your associates.
Yep, because Cleveland said I had to order for me to go to Cleveland State.
Okay.
So I went and got my associates, and then I transferred to Cleveland State, and I just fell into social work because I always wanted to help. Like growing up, my childhood was insane. Okay. But growing up, I just always wanted to help people. Like that's my thing. Like I always want to help people. Like people is my thing. So it's it just kind of matched up, so I fell into it. I'm not gonna say I feel.
I mean, you failed pretty hard.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's, you know, it was just not. I didn't. The young Erica didn't know that this is what I would be doing, right? So when I graduated, I just needed a job.
Yeah.
Like my internship was at a nursing home, but it was so boring and slow. I said, no, this ain't. I don't want to do this.
Forever? Yeah, that's crazy.
So I got my first job at the centers, and then that's when I found my dude.
That's fire. I mean, you like on a like a snowball roll, you know?
Yeah, it's just like I'm doing it and it works.
It's bigger and bigger, ain't it?
Yep, that's what happened.
So, is all advice good advice from therapists? Would you say they add life experiences in there, or are they following the book, or?
I'm gonna speak for myself because I feel like every therapist is different. For me, I'm not about book therapist. To people that all the time know my clients know that. Like I'm not a, how did it make you feel? Like I'm not that type of person. So I'm not here. I always tell my clients, I'm not here to fix your problems. I gotta fix my own problems. So I'm not here to fix your problems. I am here to give you a guide and give you some skills for you to work through whatever you're going through or whatever mental health situation that you're dealing with. Like I'm here to support you. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here if you want to talk about something, we can process it and we can find different solutions that may work for you for that issue. Like that's the type of therapist I am.
Okay.
I don't never act like I got all the answers. I learn a lot from my clients.
Yes. Okay.
So it's kind of like a give and take relationship.
Well, what's the best piece of advice you can give and you receive, you think? I mean, just on a general basis, I guess.
Take accountability.
Hey, that's a good one.
Take accountability.
Hey, for that to be off the top of the head, that was a great answer. Accountability is big.
Yep.
Because it's in all avenues of life, you know, and it you know.
Because if you don't take accountability, you're never going to change or grow. So if you do something, it don't matter. We all grown. Nothing's going to happen. Stand on what you did, take accountability, and move on and grow and learn from it.
Right.
And I think that's what lacks in our society and the world today. Like there's no accountability.
Oh no, yeah, spoiled. You know, spoiled and they power hungry, and it's the capitalism aspect is disgusting right now.
Everybody think they know everything.
Okay.
You can learn something. I can learn something from a homeless person.
Oh hell yeah! What?
But people don't understand. People think that they're above and beyond, and they can't know. I learned something from everybody who I ever touched. Or whoever touched me.
That's the side to your heart. I mean, shit. So, what do you think about the me versus me mentality when people, you know, are destructive, have a destructive mindset? When they're in their head all the time, they don't want to go to therapy.
And so I can't fight with that though. So anyway, I will still support, encourage, and when you're ready, let me know. Because it would be a waste of my time and a waste of your time if you're not open to.
Well, so how would you tell these people to deal with what they got? I mean, because I think I read a story. This guy thought himself into schizophrenia. Like what? That's kind of crazy. I mean, is that destructive? You know, that he was able to, you know, take himself down that path and have a clinical diagnosis that's locked in. That's kind of insane.
And a lot of people do that, right? So a lot of people do that to get checks or whatever benefits they can get. Like, I'm real. Like,
okay.
I mean, and that's cool. I'm not knocking it. Nobody.
No, that's curious. I didn't think about that.
But it's really on a clinician to kind of decipher what's real and what's not. So. I have people who come in my office and say the most outrageous stuff, and I'm the person that's going to investigate. Like, I'm not going to diagnose you, and I'm not going to give you advice. I got to see you a few times. I got to see your behavior. Like, I study behavior. I see people all the time in my personal life. I study behavior. I know when energy is off. I know when I know when something's off. I know. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Everybody says it's a Pisces thing. I don't know.
Pisces.
I don't know. I'm very intuitive to, like, people and their energy when I feel like something's off. Oh, so this is different from the last time I seen you. So it's like people need to take their time. A lot of people who's in this industry is in it for the wrong reasons, for the money. Like, because you can make a lot of money, but they're not really, again, like I said, providing that quality service to really improve people's lives and daily functioning, which is the goal should be the goal for every last provider, whether you're a case manager, therapist, a doctor, a nurse practitioner, whatever you are, that is supposed to be the goal. So, but a lot of people not like that. So they just diagnose people, whatever they believe, whatever they say, and they just give them some pills and stop even doing nothing but making it worse.
And let it run, huh?
And that's why I like Quinta, because Quinta will not give you no pills until like third, fourth day. She wouldn't give me no pills. I'm like, how you gonna tell me I don't got anxiety?
Right. Shit, anxiety, man, that's a big one.
Yes. I think everybody suffers, especially with what's going on with the world. Everybody suffers from anxiety or depression.
I mean, it's the most common. I feel like what do you say to people who can't get sleep off anxiety? Like, damn, your mind is racing. How do you quiet the mind?
So I do believe I'm an advocate for medication.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people, especially in the Black community, I'm not putting myself on my kids on. No, that is such a wrong mentality to have. Because when I was working at my last job, I've seen so many Caucasian people in their kids getting them on medication. Okay?
Yeah, but Caucasian people be out here tripping sometimes.
Yeah, but Black people do too. I don't think it's a color. I just feel like they're more receptive. Like, so for me, I had to make a decision as far as my son, and I had to realize, like, so I used to have the same mentality, but we only have it because we hear each other saying it all the time.
Okay.
We don't really have no true facts on, medicine not making worse. No, it doesn't. Whatever medication you're on probably just didn't work, and you need to try something else. But you stopped and you quit, right? Yeah. So for me, I always tell people, like, your mental is just as important, if not more important, than your physical. Because without your mind,
you ain't getting that mind rolling, ain't nothing rolling.
Nothing's wrong.
I mean, that's why I ain't in the gym right now, because my mind ain't into it.
Yeah, like if your mind's not right, if your mental's not right, how can you be able to function? Mm-hmm. So your physical don't even matter, right? Mm-hmm. So if you can take a pill for your diabetes or your high blood pressure, why you can't take a pill for your mental?
I don't know. I guess when we was growing up, we heard somebody had taking Ritalin and shit. We was like, oh, hell no.
But medicine it's all about educating yourself. Because medicine, and that's what I had to do for my son. Mm-hmm. Medicine has evolved so much since back then. Like, I agree. So it's kind of like you just don't want to do it because this is what you hearing other people say. Mm-hmm. And I had to come to realization with myself, like, 'cause I was the same. I was like it. I was like, my son not about to be on no medicine.
What do you say to the holistic people?
That's all medicine though. Mm-hmm. If it works, it works. Okay. But if it don't work, you need to find what works. Okay. Because the more mental health is untreated, the worse it gets, and the more chaotic your life is. The more so you have to get it right. And so I always tell my parents who kids got severe ADHD, like he needs some medicine. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not doing that, but he's the only one that's suffering. You're not suffering. Agreed. So I had to come to that realization, like, it's not about me, it's about my son. And if it's going to help my son be better or achieve more goals or excel in school, guess what? I'm going to put him on this medicine.
Do you think 2024 got something to do with that? Like, is it just the chaos we live in that's making people more vulnerable to, ADHD and all the other...
I think the pandemic really... I feel like it's always been there, but I feel like the pandemic, by us being forced to sit down, really exposed and made stuff come to light more. We was bored, so we on social media more. Like, it was like we was bored. So
versus was the thing.
I think that the world now with mental health is skyrocketing because these people in the world don't have morals, values, nothing. Like, the world is nothing how it was even when I was growing up. I'm only 33.
Yeah, right.
So it's like I'm
right.
So it's kind of like we just. It's like it's hard to explain. Like,
I agree, but I know what you're trying to say because I'm the same age. So it's just like, it's like a total flip. But it's like a total flip from when we grew up, and it's just like it's just really
there's
weird.
No respect.
It's
there's
just like
nothing.
Adjustment. I don't know how to change it. I don't know where it's like a whole gap of like 15 years where these people are gonna be mad different than us.
Yeah, it's like we lived in The Walking Dead or something.
Yeah, we in the Truman Show. That's what I think. So how important is it to take a mental break, to take a vacation? How do you get, even if it's 30 minutes,
Self-care is the most important thing. Mm-hmm. Self-care. And whatever that means for you, that could be for you, like you said, working out. Yeah. For me...
I need to get in the gym.
For me, I'm trying to go get on the plane, okay? I need to not be in Cleveland.
Oh my God.
That's my self-care. Like, I need to go...
So where you like to go? Where you like to go?
Oh. Anywhere but Cleveland.
Anywhere but Cleveland, huh? As long as it got some sand in the ocean, huh?
Yep, clear water.
Yes, okay. You are ocean sign, the Pisces, y'all move the moon.
I get the most peace. I get the best sleep on the beach.
Dang, see, I only fell asleep on the beach once. I was drunk.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say I was drunk, but I was the best sleep I ever had was on the beach. Okay.
I was getting a tan, that felt great.
Yeah, self-care for sure. I definitely encourage providers, clients, everybody needs to do some self-care. Like, it's even mothers, like, take time away from your kids, take that break. Yeah, just need it.
Get up out of there, huh?
Because that takes care of your mental too, though.
Agreed, I agree.
Mental health is not just therapy, medicine. No, it's everything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything as a whole. Like, that's why holistic methods. Like, it's everything as a whole. Like, you need time, you need sleep, you need meditation. Like, you really got to get in tune with yourself.
Well, that's something I ever mastered was meditation. Can you elaborate on that? I mean, have you tapped in?
Yeah, I tried to, but my anxiety be so bad.
Me, I swear I didn't try, and then I almost passed out one time doing it for 20 minutes. I was listening to this video. It was like an instructional meditation video, but it was like, I dove into it. I don't know. I would love to practice it. It's hard to practice.
And so for me, I can do it. I have done it and can do it in group settings. Mm-hmm. I'm not disciplined enough to do it by myself though.
Okay.
My mind will get the runner and I see Zeus or something on TV.
Okay. So what are 3 things you can do when you're overstimulated?
Breathe. Breathing. That's my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
I remove myself from whatever is overstimulating me for a second and kind of gather myself and kind of come back. Yeah, so it's different couple skills from different people. Music, yeah,
that's my
music
thing.
Is music.
Mm-hmm.
Music is probably number 1 before breathing.
Okay.
I turn on some music in a minute and start rapping, singing,
get
it sexy, and be the whole different, the whole other vibe.
Right, change the whole mind. I mean, look, my music definitely is powerful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how is mental health in the African American community?
I feel like I will say it's progressing because I feel like now African Americans are, first of all, recognizing mental health and really seeking to get help.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they are not overusing it. There's as much as they used to, as far as, like I said, to get a check, whatever their benefit is. Oh, I'm not gonna get a crazy check. Like, you hear that all the time, right? So I feel like people are really realizing that mental health is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there's a stigma behind mental health anymore. I
agree with that.
I think that it's being normalized.
I agree.
But I do think it's being overused in the community.
Well, like as a vice, or like a what?
Just saying, I got mental health issues.
Okay, yeah. You know what I've been hearing? Like, a lot of people have been saying they're autistic. I have a form of autism, and I'm like, well. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna sit here and question you, but it's just like in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, nigga, you gotta have some proof because I know people who are autistic.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know all the various, I don't know variations of it, but I mean, I don't know. I've seen the Joker. He had to walk around with a card to let you know that he had something going on. I feel like if you're gonna have something going on, you need to have a card that said verified. Like, hey, this is my symptoms. This is what's going on. So I can understand that.
And it kind of frustrates me because it'd be like the people who really do need it, help. They
it's like
can't
watering
really
it down for them, right?
They can't get it. Mm-hmm. But the people who really not dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
Is getting all the help, resources, and everything that's needed. And so, like, for me, we know what's real and what's not.
Well, I had a question in here that I wanted to get to later, but I guess I'll just get to it now. So what's your opinion on PTSD? I mean, because I feel like you just said, people use PTSD as a major vice to get money.
PTSD is kind of up there with me as far as with the grief. PTSD, there's so much trauma going. People don't realize really what trauma is. You know what's trauma for me?
What's it?
Every time I log on to Instagram and I'm looking at Cleveland's page.
Yeah.
That's traumatizing.
And it just keep coming. It don't stop.
Yeah, and so people think that trauma is just this drastic thing that happens. No, a kid can be traumatized by you just taking a toy from him because it's something that's dear to him and you taking it away. So that's traumatizing, right?
Yes.
So trauma is kind of, to me, up there with grief because, again...
You can always rotate back, huh?
Trauma can be triggered by anything. So something traumatizing to me, if I hear like a certain song, somebody say something, a certain face, like it hits you out of nowhere. Depression, for most people who have been dealing with it, you kind of know the symptoms and the signs of when you're about to have a depressive episode, right?
Okay.
Or you know kind of what triggers your anxiety. You know what triggers your PTSD or your grief, but you don't have control on when it triggers.
Yes, okay.
Do that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So it's kind of, to me, one of those things, because I suffer from PTSD too, so it's kind of like one of the things to where you just have to, when you do feel triggered, because it can catch you up nowhere, you could just be driving, you could be in church, you could be anywhere, and it just something triggers you. So you just have to really work hard to know what coping skills to use to control those symptoms.
No, give me two things PTSD coping.
See, it's different. Like again.
I mean, cause I don't know if I got PTSD from all the trauma I've been through. But I've been through some trauma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So when I'm feeling triggered, or if I'm being reminded of, I'm only gonna speak for me because everybody, like when my clients come in, we come up with their own action plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody is in. Some people draw, some people, like you said, meditate. Some people do stuff. So it's kind of like individualized for each person. So I can only speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
For me, when I'm feeling triggered or something triggers my trauma, music.
Yeah. All right. Right. You did give me.
When I say music is really, even when I'm depressed, like music, like really.
Do you listen to all genres? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm a rapper. I'm a gangster rapper. I'm a country person. R&B. I'm singing.
All right. So this ain't Texas.
Yeah, I'm. No, real country. Not B. Sorry, B.
Sorry, B. She from what, Texas?
Yeah.
So, all right, generational curses, depression, anxiety. You know, most people use weed and alcohol to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on people who overuse the dopamine?
Weed is different, but alcohol and stuff like that, I feel like it's a depressant. So when you depressed and you drink, you're gonna be
Thrown off.
you're gonna be sad even more. So you're gonna wake up even more sad.
Yeah, you agree.
So I don't. Again, I think I always encourage and support my clients. Even if you don't want to get the medicine, just go see a psych provider.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many other things that they can give you or try to refer you to help you manage your symptoms without using drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
But substance abuse and mental health run hand in hand though.
Yeah.
So
They do, but somebody you gotta clean up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a clear path. There be some productivity.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my mom today about somebody who's important. He needs some productivity. So, all right, let's get into a segment. Pick a side.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet. So, Quavo or Chris Brown?
Oh, Chris Brown.
Oh, quick as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, Drake or Future? You hear me?
I love Drake though. I love Drake.
You love Drake?
I love Drake.
With all this stuff that's going on right now, you can really say.
I always tell people, all these beats that's on the internet with these rappers that's above my tax bracket. So I'm gonna stay in my tax bracket.
Yeah.
And they problems ain't they ain't got problems like that. So.
They don't. So I'm saying like, well, K Dot or Drake?
Drake.
Dang, over both of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, Drake, you got it.
I know Drake because he's just versatile. Like he's not never nothing.
He is versatile. When I saw him do the Grammys or the Oscars, whichever ones, I was like, damn, okay, Drake, you do a great job. But he's an actor, so. Yeah. But no, I fuck with Drake. I ain't gonna hit on my nigga.
Yeah. And he supports his career, so he does no wrong. So.
Get it sexy.
No, I love Drake though. I love Drake.
All right, so smoking or drinking or sober?
It depends on what's going on.
When you on vacation, you gotta drink something.
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. Depends on the day and the situation.
All right, bet. LeBron or Jordan?
See, LeBron is my generation, so I can't. Really
But you got on Jordans. Oh, those is nuts.
Yep.
So okay. He's let them know that.
Yeah.
But some people might be, they might be Jordan enthusiasts and be like, no, he the greatest.
I don't know.
Do you even watch sports?
Yeah, I'm a football mom.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. All right. Well, then I should have asked a football question, but I don't have one off the top of the head. So, social work or therapy? Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one. See, it's kind of both because therapy teaches me about me too.
Okay.
Social work because I just love connecting people to resources and helping people find solutions to whatever they got going on. So it's kind of hand in hand.
Okay. You use 50-50 for you, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that.
Social work is easier though.
Well, all right. Well, shit. This the second segment. What are you ready? It's called Ratchet Rundown. You know,
Okay.
Little Ratchet Rundown.
All right.
This is my favorite segment. You know what I'm saying? We got to break the ice.
Mm-hmm.
So, do therapists have therapists?
Yes, I have a therapist.
Oh, okay. Is this common? Is this extra?
Yes, because when y'all come dump all your stuff on us, I go dump it on her, and I'll be all right.
And so so does it matter with race? When you be like, oh, I rather prefer, Any preferences up in there?
You know what's so crazy? No, because and that's another thing. Like people think that when you get a therapist, like you got to be stuck with that therapist. It's like shopping for some shoes or something or a car. You can keep on going through therapists until you find.
But you gotta go through that beginning first couple of days when you gotta explain all your stuff. It's not like you can come there with a resume. Like, all right, this is all my trauma on this resume.
Listen, when you first meet a girl, you know the vibe.
Yeah,
you know what you want from this girl when you first meet her, right?
Right.
Okay, so when they're with your first therapist the first time, you know if this is gonna work or not. You gonna know if y'all gonna vibe.
I agree.
It's the same thing.
I don't disagree with that.
It's the same thing.
All right, so in the dopamine range, I'm saying, you know how people be addicted to porn, sexual addiction. What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? What's going on there? What you got some advice to these people?
Go get help. Come see me. You've been health and wellness. We'll help you through this.
People out here getting busy on the porn. It's like running the world right now. I'm saying, like, you get on Twitter, it's right there.
Oh my god.
Like, it's everywhere. Like, I just like, dude, like this.
Everything is hypersexual.
Crazy, exactly. And that's why I just had to bring it up because I'm like, well, that's a level of dopamine that people are pleasing themselves with. Like, bro, this is not healthy. So, mental health on smoking and drinking, overdoing the dopamine. I mean, like. Do you just have any lick of advice other than just like, slow down, like, like?
I mean, other than that, but I also know that a lot of people who I came in contact with that depends on those things have been burned when they try to receive help. So they are shut down. They don't want to do it anymore because that person that's gonna help me, they didn't help me or whatever the situation is. So they have some agency trauma. You know what I'm saying? Because now they don't trust the people who really wants to help them. So again, it's just about support. You gotta meet these people where they at. And when you meet them where they at and you understand them on that level, they start to trust you. You can build a rapport and relationship so where they at, all right, so now it might take months. But as long as y'all making progress towards the goal, that's all that matters. So I always encourage them, like, because a lot of people who I know who dealing with that is because they have just agency trauma.
Okay.
And they want the help, so the only thing that makes them feel good is that.
And that's the wrong way. So what do you think about relationships in 2024? What are they lacking?
What's that?
What's a relationship? I mean, that's sad. I mean, do you think they even still exist? I feel like it's like situationships. That's all we got is entanglements.
No genuine situations. You say entanglements. I think it lacks authenticity. Like I feel like people be pretending, people don't be who they truly are, people don't accept people for who they are, people are with people for what they got or what they can get from it. I don't think that there is nothing authentic about relationships now. And you see it now because, right, every time we log on to Instagram with the Shade Room, it's a famous couple that we thought was couple goals.
Right.
They're divorced and separated. It be like every day though. It's kind of like, wow. Like, so, it's just, and that's why I just feel like I'm just going to take my time and God just going to put that on me when it's time, but it makes sense.
But it's like, damn, it's like, well, shit, do I got to wait? Usually I thought by the time, I don't know, it's like fucking A. I guess I got to be 45 to be in a relationship with someone who would take it as serious as I am. Is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I feel like right now in my 30s, it's just like everybody on the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
But I never really dated nobody my age, so
okay.
It's kind of like one of them things to where, like, I do have like good relationships with people, but as far as I don't know. It's a lot of work that needs to be done.
It's choppy.
The world don't even know the people in the world don't even know who they are. So how could you be something for somebody else when you know who you are?
Look at you just walk me right into my next question.
Oh my God.
How many genders are there?
You trying to get me canceled before
I'm just asking. I'm just curious. It's crazy. I just don't. It's just really confusing.
It is.
You're a mom. You got kids in schools. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Whatever you tell me you are, that's what I'm gonna refer to you.
Okay. Well, I respect that.
I believe whatever you say you are.
All right, baby. It's Ratchet Rundown. I had to ask
You're
a question.
trying to get me canceled. This is crazy. You know we can't talk about certain stuff.
You hear me? So what's the best hood spot? Food for food.
Ooh.
Yeah, give me that.
My favorite.
She said.
Because I'm a foodie.
You a foodie, huh?
My favorite hood spot. Jamaican.
Jamaican?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh wee. You get some pen?
Yeah.
So what you get? Jerk chicken? You like spicy food?
I get stewed chicken. You know what's so crazy? I just started eating the snapper, the fish with the head on it.
Oh
Because I
yeah.
always say, ugh, like how is this looking at y'all? But baby, it's the best result I've had.
Why? Look, no, that put that whole fish on my plate. I ain't gonna eat the head, but I'll eat the body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eat the eyeballs and shit like Michael
It's not
Jackson.
really in Cleveland, like no really good stuff like CMBs and nothing like that no more. I don't think. Like Open Pit used to be one of my favorites, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. It's under new management. Like I don't know, like what. I was in EC, living in EC, and I was going there, and Ken was in.
Yeah, they not
John
the same.
John's.
It's not the same.
And
So
fucking I don't know where to get no food from. I go to Double Exposures, I guess. A little bit.
yeah, the Grill 55 it is.
Grill 55 is flirting cheating.
It depends on how deep it is, or it depends on the respecting. I feel like you can still flirt and be respectful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is you going through phones?
No. Don't touch my phone.
I ain't touching your phone either.
I absolutely not.
I feel like it's a booby trap.
I did that one time and I was never do it again.
Mm-hmm. And that's why, the same here. I learned my lesson. I feel like the body language tells you everything you need to know.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said the energy. And when you're in tune to a person, you know when the energy off, you know when something going on. You like, you don't leave me. And then once you get in tune, it's gonna fall in your lap.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
Like, man, your energy all the way off, B. So, what comes first, talent or swag?
Say that again?
What comes first, talent or swag? Like, do you think
So I think swag is more so who you are. Talent is more so what you do. So.
Okay. Well, all right.
How you present yourself is swag. So I feel like that's more important. How you present yourself.
All right.
Because you could be talented and just be a nasty person and you know.
Yeah, you ain't not
They
there.
don't want nobody to even see your talent because they can't get past how you present yourself.
Or you can just be dirty like Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Again, that's beyond my sex
range. Yeah, what's up with your boy Diddy? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm really talking about me. Can you come see me?
I mean, that nigga raised us. I'm saying he just turned to be a super freak 30 years later. That's kind of crazy. Like, I'm just saying. This nigga's insane.
Yeah, I be looking at that stuff like, ooh, we got some about billionaires. I don't have an opinion about anything. I don't know.
Look, shit, let me just get 10% of what you got. Shit, you hear me? So, if your phone got hacked and your text messages or your pictures got compromised, which one would you prefer to be leaked? You hear me? Yeah, which one would you prefer?
I'm throwing the whole phone away. Throw the whole phone away.
I was like, you can have my pictures. I think I got text messages from like 2016. I don't know if I want.
That's what I said. I don't even know how deep this phone goes.
Right.
But it's so funny because me and my two best friends, Sierra and Alicia, we got a group chat and we always say like, if I'm happy to one of us, y'all better swallow my phone.
What the hell y'all be talking about?
Swallow it. we all got an agreement. We swallowing the phone. We would not let nobody get that phone.
Yo, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, well shit. A lot of women, you know what I'm saying? Back to the interview. Okay, so boom. A lot of women, you know, they say they suffer from postpartum. So, can you dive in and did you experience it yourself?
No, I never experienced postpartum. Again, I had a great support system and stuff, so I never experienced that. Being a new mom is overwhelming by itself. Like, you got just pushed out a human being. Like, your body is all discombobulated. The baby and your first instinct, like real mothers, because I feel like anybody can have a child, but to be a real mother is a different type of thing, right? So your concern is your child, so you don't even get to take care of yourself. And so I always, for clients who suffer from postpartum, you have to find I ask them their support system, like, well, can somebody just come over, watch your baby for an hour while you get some sleep or you take a bath? Like, it's very essential for you to take care of yourself, because if you can take care of yourself, you can take care of your baby. And your baby feeds off that energy that you give out.
Okay.
Because he's or she is dependent on you, right? So it's like one of them things to where self-care, like if people did self-care, I think they would see so much more improvement in their mental health.
Okay.
And I'm even talking to myself because I forget. Like, I'm so busy trying to take care of stuff, doing stuff. Like, even when it's not work, I'm a mom. Like I said, my kids is in sports and stuff like that. Like, so it's kind of consistently just running around. So it's kind of one of the things, like, you just got to take care of yourself. I encourage them all the time to take care of themselves.
Yeah, that plan is definitely, I need to revamp my own plans, you know, yeah. you know. So, do you work with a lot of veterans? Are they willing to come to therapy?
No, so I haven't had a lot of experience with veterans because the VA at first was like, veterans would only go to VA, and now they are partnering with agencies for them to get, because it's overwhelming.
Well, I'm about to say, that's curious. Why would they start a partner?
They would keep the money in you know.
That's dirty.
But I mean, that's how it is. I think the VA is just like a whole nother world. Like, that's a whole nother.
My mom and dad work for the VA. That's the reason I had to spark that question.
Do you know how hard it is to get a job at the VA?
My dad's a veteran, but my mom, I don't know how she parlayed that. She was at Cleveland Clinic for like 25 years.
It was like you gotta know somebody.
Look, shit, they used to get me up in that motherfucker. So, back to this PTSD real quick. Mm-hmm. So, in the Army and the police department, they got some of the highest suicide rates.
Ooh, the police department, the police.
Right, so, you know, do you have any opinion on this? Like,
definitely police officers. I feel like veterans, they, you know, what's the word, they see their trauma and they deal with their trauma. Police see trauma every day.
Yes.
Right. And so, and this is so crazy because I had this conversation. I work for also a nonprofit called It's Not a Moment, It's a Movement.
Okay.
And the CEO, his name's Kyle, he works on a police commission.
Okay.
And so I asked him,
That's curious.
Yeah, me and him had this conversation before, and I told him, I said, is there a way where police officers have to be mandated to get therapy once a month?
That's not a bad proposition.
Yes, I said, because y'all wonder why they do all these murder suicides and they going crazy, commit like all of these things. Mm-hmm. When they see trauma every day, and how do you think they're not dealing with it? They're not processing. Like, they are human. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not robots. They are not. These people see the crazy. I think the police officer, the craziest of the craziest of the craziest. Then they turn the craziest of the craziest of the craziest.
Yeah. Then they come home. Yeah. Okay.
And then on top of that, they have a sense of power too. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like they need. I guarantee you, if it was a situation to where they had to have a mental health check once a month, like, you would see the decrease.
Well, what was his opinion? Did he think it was a good idea?
Yeah, but it's, you know, so much politics in it though. So, you know,
yeah.
like they say, well, you can't make somebody go to, yes, you can't want a job. Just like they said that we had to get the COVID shot in order to go to work, like, or order to, like, yes, you can.
Well, I feel like this is helpful. I feel like if a police officer would look at this and say, hey, no, I don't agree, you know, I feel like that's part of the problem. Like, you know, you got a high stress job. You know, you definitely need to relieve some of this. People who don't even deal with none of the stuff you deal with go to therapy just for every day.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like one of them things to where it's just like an education. Mm-hmm. They don't get it. Like, y'all don't get. They think it's normal because it's their job, and that's not normal. You seeing dead bodies, you seeing dead babies, dead kids.
That's crazy.
Like,
yeah, that's
the
crazy.
thought of it, like, is like, wow. So it's actually seeing it and having to process scenes and do all of that. Like,
that's nasty work.
Yeah.
Have you seen a TV show called Them on Prime?
No, you know what's so crazy? I think my dad told me to watch that.
Yeah, well, I'm about to say, that's just talking about some trauma. Show.
It was like a racist or something. Yeah, my dad just told me, he said, hey, my dad used to say, watch it. He said, man, if you weren't mad at white people before, you'd be mad at them. You
I was like, damn. And I'm like, I agree with that.
I'm not about to watch this. No.
And yeah, it's definitely a lot of trauma. But, I mean, once you know how shows is now, they get you stuck into one episode, 2 episodes, and then you got to finish it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's why I'll wait until it slow down. I gotta slow down.
Right, okay. And you ain't missing nothing.
Yeah.
So, does your profession ever bleed over into your home life or personal relationships?
All the time. Mm-hmm. And then I always get the, you can't sit here and social work me, or you can't sit here and be like, oh my God.
So, how do you fight through that?
I don't. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Hey, yo, you a Pisces for real, be like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all spicy.
I said what I said.
It's on the floor.
However you take it and however you feel. All right, well, don't become a social, don't let me have to social work you.
Well, do you feel like you be having to, I don't know, change it or something? Do you feel like it's overbearing? Do you ever notice it?
No, I don't get it a lot because again, a lot of people that's in my circle are in the same field, so it's kind of like I don't get that a lot.
Okay.
It's the people who outside the field that don't really, but it don't be on purpose. It's not intentional.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one of the things. Like, especially if I care about you, if I care about my clients, I go hard for them.
Yeah.
I love to care about you. I'm gonna go even harder for you, right? So it's kind of like. Shut up and accept this love.
Hey,
take this work.
Right. Well put.
Take this work.
So, all right. Well, tell us about being a mother.
It's one of the greatest, hardest things of my life. Okay? I love my kids. Like we are so attached to the hip. It's insane. Especially like after, of course, you know, after losing her dad, like we became closer. They very overprotective of me. Very, very, very. And it's kind of like for me, kind of sad because they shouldn't have to be, right? It's my job to protect them. But they are very, like my sons, most of the time, my youngest, he don't even go to sleep until unless I'm in the house. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like he'll be up waiting on me. I could be out.
Well, that's love. That's big love, though.
Yeah, so they very so we very close. And being a parent, it's very rewarding. Like it's just so crazy to watch like two people who are created just grow. Like it's really surreal.
So which one plays football?
The youngest.
The youngest?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he one of them.
He one of them, huh? So he played what? Running back, quarterback?
Wide receiver.
Oh, he a receiver. See, yeah, you go.
Yeah. You know, I'm tall, so he's tall. So wherever they throw the ball, he catches it.
Hey, that's hard. Okay,
Yeah.
So he only 9.
He's obsessed. Like it'll be football on his phone. He have it on YouTube, on the TV. He be so he have his friend on FaceTime, and they sit there talking about plays. Like it's really an obsession. So I'm just again like you know, my oldest son, he's more artistic. Like he plays sports and stuff, but he's more like he into music.
Okay.
He into like stuff.
He get his game on.
Huh?
He get his game on. He be gaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not as much as my youngest son. Like he really an introvert. Like he's really calm. He's a calm kid. So he just be chilling. Like he be in there making beats and stuff.
That's hard.
Yeah, like he got a piano, so he be making like
shit,
keyboards.
That's a lot of work making beats.
Songs. But his dad is into that stuff too. So I feel like it's just one of them things to where it just
trickled down, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's hard. So I'm not gonna hold you too long. I mean, I don't want you to know. So let everybody know what's coming up next, where's to follow you, and you know.
Okay, so I have
actually book appointment.
Yes, I have a lot going on. So you guys can follow my Instagram page, which is newvision_HW216. There's a link in my bio that you can click to make appointments. It's also a number that you can call to make appointments also. I have a lot, I'm very excited, like I'm creating a lot of content because I'm doing Mental Health Mondays, especially with this being Mental Health Awareness Month, where I'm going to talk about the facts and the symptoms of all the different mental health diagnosis that people deal with. So I'm excited about that. Okay. And then I want to kind of turn it into like a mental health podcast.
Yeah, that's fun.
Before the end of the year. Yeah,
damn, so that's exciting.
Yep, and I'm New Vision is just not an agency, like it's gonna be a brand. Like, you know, like our mission is to literally give a new vision on mental health. Like, all right, like we hear all these things, we've been going through, you know, all of these things as far as mental health, but I wanna really give y'all the factuals.
Okay.
Of the things that go on with mental health.
Yes.
And how you can fight through those barriers and those symptoms. So I'm excited about that. I just have a lot of events that I'm trying to be a part of, trying to go in. I'm also partnering with somebody I work for, who is St. Helen right now. Tara, we're sitting here, we're trying to figure out a way that we can create a hub, a mental health hub for providers. There's so many stuff out here for clients, but what about the people that's providing the services that get burnt out, overwhelmed, stuff like that. That's something that I'm working on too. So I got a lot of partnership stuff up my sleeve. That's I'm busy, I'm tired, I'm exhausted.
Busy.
But it's before the end of the year, like I have goals that has to be accomplished. So.
That's lovely. I mean, I believe you're gonna hit them. You know what I'm saying? I believe it. Because you work hard. I mean, look, you definitely, studious. You do your thing. I mean, look, y'all saw the page. I'm like, damn. I read the bio. I read it. I'm like, damn. I didn't realize. I didn't even know. I really didn't. So it's all love, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
And it's really impressive.
Thank you.